Have you ever thought about the real price of bugging in? I'm not talking about how much money you've spent on canned food, water barrels, or home security cameras. I mean the costs no prepper wants to admit. The ones you pay with your mind, your relationships, and maybe even your life. Because on paper, bugging in is brilliant. Your home is stocked, it's defensible, it's where your family feels safest. Every corner, every window, every sound, you've built it into your fortress. But most people stop planning right there. They picture themselves riding out chaos from the comfort of their couch, waiting for society to magically bounce back in a few weeks. Reality doesn't work that way. Imagine the grid goes down. You have no power, no news, no idea how bad it is beyond your street at first. You're okay. You light candles, you cook from your pantry, you tell yourself this is exactly why you're prepared. But after a few days, cabin fever kicks in. You start hearing things outside, voices, footsteps, maybe gunshots a few blocks over. Your family looks to you for reassurance, but your own confidence starts to crack. You're forced to keep watch at night, rotating shifts, sleeping in bursts. You wonder if the people who walked past your house noticed the light under your door or smelled the food cooking. Are they desperate enough to come back? Then there's the mental toll, being locked inside your home day after day under stress, surrounded by fear, with no clear end in sight. It eats at you. The small annoyances you normally ignore turn into serious fights. Someone forgot to ration water correctly. Someone snapped over a joke. Tension brews. Without structure or distractions, time becomes a blur. Anxiety and depression creep in faster than hunger. That's one hidden cost nobody budgets for: psychological collapse. Now think about sanitation. If water stops flowing, toilets back up. You've got to figure out waste disposal. Keep garbage from piling up. Keep pests away. A rat infestation isn't just disgusting. It's a diseased vector that could turn your secure home into a death trap. And with hospitals overwhelmed or unreachable, something as simple as an infected cut becomes life-threatening. Your first aid kit suddenly feels small. You remember that extra bottle of antibiotics you meant to buy but didn't. Security gets real, too. Defending a house isn't like the movies. You can't aim a rifle at the door 24/7. You need sleep. Your family needs your attention. If trouble comes, it's rarely a polite knock. It's 3 men with pry bars, breaking windows, or trying to set your car on fire to draw you out. If you have to shoot, are you ready to live with the aftermath? If your neighbor comes begging with their kids because they know you have food, what will you do? Every decision has a moral cost. That's the kind of burden bugging in puts on you. Preppers like to focus on gear: flashlights, radios, drones, security cameras. And yes, they're critical. But none of them replace the reality that bugging in means betting your life on one spot. If a fire breaks out, if your house is compromised, or if illness forces you to seek help, everything you stored becomes someone else's loot. That's a devastating loss one most people don't emotionally prepare for. So what can you do? You start by building resilience beyond supplies. Create daily routines. Maintain hygiene strictly. Rotate guard shifts if you're with family or trusted friends. Keep everyone's mind engaged with small tasks or hobbies. Sounds trivial. It isn't. It's survival psychology. Keep a blackout protocol. Heavy curtains to block light. Minimize noise. Cook at odd hours to avoid patterns. Rehearse responses to threats. Who does what if someone tries to break in? Where is everyone supposed to move? Make those plans second nature before you ever need them. And always have a backup plan. Even the best bug-in can fail. Have secondary locations. Cache is buried or hidden elsewhere. No multiple exit routes if you have to leave. Because the worst cost of bugging in is assuming you'll never need to get out. When people imagine collapse, they think of empty grocery stores and dark streets. They rarely think about empty hearts, strained marriages, terrified children, guilt over hard choices. That's the hidden cost, the human price. And if you're not preparing for that now, no amount of stored beans or bullets will save you. So stock up, absolutely. Harden your home, absolutely. But also train your mind, your emotions, and your ethics. Decide now what lines you'll cross, what you'll protect at all costs, and what you're willing to lose. Because when the lights go out and the rules vanish, survival isn't just about staying alive. It's about carrying the weight of how you stayed alive. That's the part most preppers never talk about, and it's exactly why you should.